Welcome to the Albion TV War Report, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is the 28th of December, 2021. I am your host, the Shozen One, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogle on the camera. We are currently watching the forces of POE engage with AAA, and this is big news on the world stage today as big changes are coming to the alliance known as POE.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it, see if they can survive the swamping of AAA. So far, they got a nice engagement onto AAA as they came in mounted here. But now POE have split, and it seems like a group is stuck down the road getting cleaned up by Fax over there on the western side of our screen. Syndic's trying to drag a Zerg up through the choke point, but he has another group of AAA directly to his southwest side. Already starting to dwindle down numbers here. He has to hold that choke point to his northwest side. If he lets them through that choke, it's going to be GG. Here comes the next engagement. Defensive inertia rings down. The front lines of AAA taking a pounding here from POE. It's a back and forth, but the melees have already broken through. Midnight coming up from the southwest side, looking for their engagement here onto the back lines of POE. A little bit slow and sloppy there from Midnight, actually. And POE are going to be able to rotate here up the road and maybe connect with Carp DM to the northwest side. Finally, their engagement comes in. Armor Pierce with the Damnation, soaking it out though so far. Are they going to be able to live this?
I don't know. Not many of them are, Robin, as I think Syndic's even going to get sent home here. We're going to need to hop off and find a new perspective.
We are indeed.
Good luck finding one in this. I see AAA. I see Fax. I see Midnight. I see some final members of Scoia'tael running off. Maybe Fresh Boy as he runs for his life.
I did have one. Yeah. Where was he? There he is.
He's up in the top east.
Yeah.
Yep. He's about. They're all trying to get mounted up. These guys are on their way out of the zone. They're simply trying to escape. Oh, they've got Wales over there. Wales is one of their shot callers. We could always use Wales. Probably telling everybody how to get out. He's just looking for the lone stragglers, making sure everybody gets through, playing the role of Syndic here. Usually Syndic is the last one to leave the zone, making sure everybody gets out alive. Robin, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on here? Because this was a different CIR and different POE than we've seen recently. We saw Scoia'tael in the same alliance as CIR.
Same CIR, different POE tag. Obviously, the whole entire POE empire is now under one banner, and that is the POE tag itself. Earlier today, I believe the POE Go, which included Hammer and Sickle, Scoia'tael, Grimside, and those groups all collapsed that banner of the Alliance. Now have joined forces into the main POE tag. 1,843 members currently, holding on to 16 territories and 13 castles and outposts. But yeah, big news. I mean, converging into one, considering before how they used to run the Alliance with multiple different languages. So if you're a speaker of, I don't know, say Russian, you would go with Hammer and Sickle and that grouping. And it made sense. Your shot caller speaking your native language made it a lot easier for the people to understand the calls for who you're playing with. But now I don't know how they're going to do their shot calling, if they're using just native English and that's it. And then it's one shot caller for the whole alliance, which probably would be Syndic. I'm not sure how it's going to play out for them. But it's also another major factor. Now they have to actually deal with disarray debuff. Something that they haven't done
previously.
Before. Yeah.
Yeah. Question: did POE? So you got POE Go in there. But did POE VZ go in as well? And what about POE for you?
POE VZ disbanded and actually told Syndic to go fuck himself 2 weeks ago. Was it last week or the week before?
I think it was the week before.
Yeah. Some drama happened actually when we were covering them. The clip has like nearly 1,000 views on our channel at the moment, where friendly fire happened with Syndic onto POE VZ. And then
Oh, I think we
before
talked
that,
about that, didn't we?
yeah. And they had some dramas before, like within that week, and they just finally gave up, switched sides, actually joined the call into TeamSpeak with the anti-PoE coalition, and was like, "Yo, we're joining up. We're going against Syndic and PoE." And then they started launching on their 2100 territories of PoE,
Ooh.
taking, I think it was like 1,200 members with them. So it
Striking
was
while
a
the iron is hot, Robin.
yes, and then obviously you had EQMS leave PoE and join forces into AAA versus PoE itself. Sun right at the beginning leaving. So still PoE have a big force, but they're not what they once were. That's
They
for
still
sure.
have 1,800 members.
Yes, and
That's still pretty
quite
good.
a large force considering. But we still, PoE 4U is still formed up as an alliance itself. They still have hideouts in Thunder Rock Draw, but I believe the guilds are starting to fizzle out of that one as well, because K-Bread actually left that and joined the Slap Alliance. If you want to
K-Bread
Thunder
was
Rock Draw.
K-Bread was one of the better ones from that
Yeah,
group.
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Their
damn.
hideouts are getting whacked now in Thunder Rock Draw. So the tension, over the last couple of days when we've been off over Christmas, the war hasn't actually stopped, and the objectives of the hideouts have been going down throughout. I believe. I mean, there's no. Actually, no. I take that back. I think there's 2 hideouts left of the actual PoE Alliance. I'm trying to figure out where they are. Here they are. Rivercop's Crossing. You have Russian Guild's hideout sitting on 2 shields out of 5. A level 3 hideout here for PoE. And you also have Hammer and Sickle's level 2 hideout here that hasn't been touched yet. But I expect those to go down. And I believe that is the final hideouts left to go down. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm gonna look around real quick. Actually, no, there's a couple of CIR level 3 hideouts that still have to go down. Thunder Rock Draw and Rivercop's Curve being 2 of them. So still, we have action to cover at 1,800, and the war continues, but...
We also seem to have more changes in alliances as well. As I'm looking over at the former members of One Done, they're currently girls.
A lot of shifting has been happening over the holidays, it seems. So the Hat Alliance folded. That was now joining into both One Done and Nope Alliance. So it's a different split there. A lot of members going different directions. That's happened. We saw the Frag Alliance fold. That's
it's
done.
the Frag Alliance. Okay, so where were Para? Because I'm looking at Noob Slayer. Was he Frag or was he One Done? I thought he was One Done.
He was One Done.
All right, because One Done, I'm seeing a bunch of the former guilds with Farenhaven. How do I pronounce that one, Bogle?
I don't know. That's not German.
Okay, it's one of those, and they're now all girls. So I think One Done is gone. Probably the newest one to swap alliance names here, as people were joining One Done yesterday.
Yeah, it's a lot of shifting, and it's probably going to take like a good couple more days for it to all like come into one. By the way, while we were talking about that, the Nope Alliance got pinned up onto the territory by the Homie Alliance, which now forms up of Gringo and some other members. And it's currently all happening here as even ZORN turned up here for Deepwood Pines. I'm just in free roam at the moment. Berto Q is a POV that we can sit on here for the
Sounds
Gringos.
Good. Oh, thank you, Bertle Q, for changing your alliance again. We appreciate it.
He's been shop calling for the Gringos for a while now. I think this is the longest he has been part of a guild.
Well, since we've started making fun of him, I'm sure he's been in guilds longer than last season. I think he swapped around a little bit, and we have been picking on him quite a bit because of that. But other than that, I'm under the impression he is just a absolutely normal player who hung around in his guild for a while, and now maybe found a new homie in the Gringos.
Yeah, it's this is another new alliance that's forming up, the Gringos. Nothing too crazy at the moment. They got I don't know how to pronounce that other guild's name. Ogliv? Ogliv? That one, and they got Econ here as well. Also working alongside Zorn. I just seen in Say Chat there.
Oh, so they're working with Zorn.
Yeah, members.
Okay, because I saw Zorn. Yeah, I saw Zorn eking up on the southeast, and I was like, oh, this is on like Donkey Kong, but I guess it's not. I was under the impression Zorn wouldn't be doing a lot of hand-holding, but okay.
Hey, when big powerhouses come over to these lands, because this is where we're actually seeing its pull-up and the new alliance that he's formed up coming over. They actually got wiped before we came on air by the Gringos. So the Gringos, you know, they're doing pretty goddamn well.
Oh, Nope,
here
making a nice catch. Well done, Bertlecuke. Grabbing those guys and making a few of them pay. They're at the door. At least 3 of them are going to go down. Well done with a good catch.
Indeed. Indeed. And they have hideouts coming up here in the zone, the 1800 as well. 2 hideouts actually under construction, along with Gang Quarter, which I believe is also under their umbrella. And it's no alliance yet, but I don't know if they're forming up or if they're staying outside of alliance, just, you know, helping each other out when needs be. But yeah, it's I came on today and I was like, well, let's open up the world map, and I was like, okay. Okay. I wanted a nice relaxing comeback off the holidays, but nope, not happening. Not happening at all. We shall carry on bouncing around, trying to find some content here as everyone gets into position, it seems. Nope, nothing's happening there. Actually, some action might be happening on Tamashi soon. On that front.
EQMS is also in a territory on Kev here. I didn't look if anybody else is there though. There's 3 blobs and Rovocups found, however.
Over to the east, that major blob, we have Elevate and POE leaving the zone. So Tamashi is chasing POE at the moment. What's happening on this front? I don't know if they're going to go faux chase through to the next zone. They should do, and they are. See if POE go for a dismount here in Thunder Rock Upland. The chase continues.
Got a good group here. Tamashi's still following, though, very close.
Yeah, he is on the life curse set up today. But he's choosing to turn back.
Yeah, I think he's letting somebody else do the catching right now. Who is that with him here? Oh, it's all just POE. I thought we had some AAA scouts as well.
So POE currently sitting on a level 52 disarray debuff.
All right, we do have Reject Party as well here. I think they're on the other side of the zone. And oh wow, there's Vibes. We haven't seen them. Glath? I think that guy just may have logged in for the first time in a while and doesn't understand both those groups are dead.
He's like, wait, hold on.
Wait, is it season 12 still, guys?
Just who's this? Unforgiven DK1? They taking an outpost here? Yeah, they are. Never mind. Well, that was going to be a bit of action there on Mon JP, but he's by himself, scouring the lands. A lot of shifting around today, not a lot of action. Actually, speaking of that, hop on Tarolin, as the Nope Alliance are engaging Zorn at the moment. Zorn going in for their first engagement onto the front lines of Nope. Nope now looking for their return engagement as their forces come from east and west. Catching Zorn off guard, maybe. Defensives are down here. Are Zorn going to go for a re-engagement?
I hope so. I'm currently watching from Lugsy's perspective, and he's trying to get his boys up the hill here. Very rough position as he looks outnumbered by Nope, who is trying to wrap around to his eastern side. He got a good stop on the east, follows it up with a fantastic clump. They are pumping these guys, and they are falling quickly. That is like 8 dead guys for Nope from what I think is a smaller group of Zorn.
Well, on the other side, Nope were getting engaged on by the Gringos on the back end. Terrorland's focusing now purely on the Homie Alliance on his north side, trying to get inside of them. Obviously, if Zorn and the Homies are working together, trying to engage that friendly fire, trying to cause that chaos. Nope. Just trying to find something at the moment. They really can't find anything.
Well, they better hurry up, Robin. Because Lugsy's about to come in from the backside, and he's going to make this a 3-way party, and it's going to be rough for the guys in Anexia. And it is. They're done. Zorn just completely crushed that engagement. Well done on the lowered screen from Bogle there.
Yep, and the push continues. Homie, you know, maybe just finishing up here. There's another group, Overlords, outside of Alliance. I don't know who they're going to be working with. Oh, dear. Let's put our main focus here onto Lugsy, see what happens.
He is currently trying to wrap around. Doesn't have any content at the moment. He's about to mount up, I believe, and wrap around.
Yeah, it looks like Nope are just trying to flee and get out if they can. A couple members still alive here. Are they going to get a regroup here? They may have enough. Lugsy, want to get, yeah.
Whose hideouts are these?
So it's going to be the Homie Alliance.
So these are going down then?
No, they're going up.
Oh, they're going up. Okay, so Homies are with Zorn then?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I'm so confused.
I know. It's going to take some time.
I'm stuck in a hidden vault all of a sudden. I don't even know what happened.
Lugsy looking to wrap around the back lines of Overlords here. Is he going to go for a dismount, or are they friendly? It looks like they're friendly. Unless he's going to dismount and engage now. I don't know what's going on, dude. The Gringos. Anthony Ray, though, is in the fight. Anthony Ray. I was spectating him earlier on versus God's Plan, and he was actually probably one of the better Grove Keepers I've seen in a very long time.
Okay.
Anthony Ray here. Looks like the Gringo is making quick work of that. Zorn staying mounted, keeping out the fight. Now all focus is on securing the hideout placements here in Deepwood Pines. Noper actually currently got a group hammering away, and Anthony Ray and the boys at Gringos need to move in quick. Obviously, it's only in construction phase, and that means these hideouts are very, very weak, and they go down quick.
Oh yeah, you can take them down in moments.
Nearly as quick as this group of Nope.
Oh, wow. Robin.
Wow, deletion, dude.
You guys are weaker than a hideout in construction phase. Come on.
Here we go. Anthony Ray doing the leap in. Offensive Judicator helmet coming out and inertia ring as Nope get pushed back away from the hideout here. Are they going to find a turn here onto the front lines of Homie? Nope, because Birdo Q's coming around on the eastern side, bringing his forces in, and another massive clump and dump here onto Nope. The Homies, the Gringos, doing extremely well here today in Deepwood Pines. Another new guild coming out of nowhere, making their presence felt in the Outlands, forming up an alliance to take on probably one of the bigger alliances that we've seen here on Albion, the Nope Alliance. You know, wait, how big are Nope at the moment? I wonder. Let me have a look, see if I can figure it out. As it's cleanup crew here. Razzler. An overview. Nope Alliance only sitting on 1,165.
Well, I'm getting told to go check out Escalation, so I believe.
Dell. He is online. And he just zoned into Razor Rock Bank. I don't see anything in front of him yet, unless he's shifting into a zone to find content. Nothing there. Not yet, anyway.
Did Shozen just mute himself? Exit? Oh, disconnected.
Oh. It might be snowing over there.
Maybe he accidentally closed his team speaker or something.
He's like, nah, it was a connection loss message, so he's out. He was like, hang on, I'm getting information that
You're not passing this information along.
he's like, Shozen, hello?
Critical guild logistics. What is? Look at that territory here in at Anthony Ray that had a lot of bodies just despawn. There was way more. Syndic's hammering a hideout here in Drive and Confluence.
Oh, really? Okay. The tables are turning, maybe? Nah. I don't know. Maybe.
If you look at the flags here in the 18 region and you look at the Alliance view, all of them are covered by CIR, really.
Oh, yeah. The western side of 1800 is turning. And actually, Toxic Squad of POE have placed down a HQ that's under construction here in this zone. So EQMS hideout under attack of the AAA Alliance over on the western side.
That's some revenge, is it?
Well, see how long AAA, or shall I say EQMS stay in AAA if their hideout's going down. Maybe they're like, Syndic, please, sir.
What do you do as son in this instance where like randomly two neighbors pop up and then one of them turns into a hideout and then POE shows up to knock on the other one? We're like,
Content. So I'm surprised Sun doesn't have like a bomb squad group right now. Just come in invis with brimstones and armor pierce and just bomb the hideout. Because they're highly active in driving Confluence. I believe this is one of their main zones.
That's
for Sun.
where their hideout is, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's old friendships where it's like, hey, you don't have to.
But maybe.
Maybe not. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right.
Well, wait, what's going on here? On the opposite end, Tamashi and the boys are hammering away the hideout of Russian Guild here in River Cubs Crossing. Going down to its final show tomorrow. Okay.
And here I was thinking, that over Christmas maybe there's like a Christmas truce or something.
What, like World War One?
I don't know, like, hey, we have, I almost said turkey. We have duck. I don't know what to eat for Christmas. We have Christmas food to eat. How will we not fight or something?
Right the first time, Bogo. It's turkey on Christmas.
It's not Thanksgiving. Or is that both?
Only that one country celebrates that holiday. Right. Probably one of the worst countries we've got going. But
Oh, I have an update from the American, by the way. Power went out, lost internet, working on it.
Okay. Amazing. Well, that's what happens when you build your power lines and infrastructure above land.
It's cheap to replace. That's what it is.
Is it though?
I'm not an economist. I don't know.
Okay. I just hopped on Sakara of Sex and Flex, another guild that we've seen just explode this season. Currently placing a hideout down in Drivane Oasis under construction, a little bit closer into the center of the map. I know that they have one, I believe, in Farshore Cape, I believe it is. Yes, they have one in Farshore Cape. They have one now under construction in Drivane Oasis. So a little bit closer to the action for them. They have been slowly edging their way in over the last couple weeks or so. But yeah, I believe they pulled 65 today for 1800. I was sneaking around looking in their hideout. So quite a decent pull considering, I believe at the start of the season, they were only massing like a party of 20. So yeah,
that's some nice growth. Nice.
Yeah, really. It really is.
Is that because I remember the other name that sounded similar for a while, and that was Brazilians, right?
Who are we talking about? I can help.
The there's like the X. No, not X. I don't know. X. I forget. I'll figure out.
There's sex with X,
Yeah, that one.
sex no X,
Yeah.
sex and flex.
I think the first one.
Yeah,
That
I think
one.
it is the first one, yeah. Oh, there's a blob zoning here on Sex and Flex. A big blob zoning it. It's PoE. Whoa. Here we go. So let's focus on Zakara here. Let's see what they do. Obviously, they have been going up against PoE. Heavily outnumbered it's going to be. Looking at the map, though, they're in a really good spot. Positioning-wise, the map layout is actually really nice. They have a major big bridge to their western side that's long choke heavy. Then they have a little tiny choke on their eastern side and a wider choke to their southwest. Want to allow them to work around just a little bit here. They do have territory to fall back on if needed. That's a level 4. And driving Oasis is going to be the place to be. I don't think Sex and Flex are going to get any backup here. PoE already split off into 2 groups. You see the bubble split, east and west. And Sex and Flex need to be careful. PoE obviously have hammers. We just saw them hammering away here. And you do not Q and W down robbed in the back line. And here comes the first engagement onto Sex and Flex from the southwest side. CIR come crashing in. Now the return onto their front line. Is anything going to come of it? 1 or 2 members on both sides going to go down. But Sex and Flex are in a spot of trouble because on their northeast side, that extra blob is coming in quick and heavy, hitting their back line. Another nice engagement here on that clump here of Eclipse and CIR. Nothing's going to come of it, though. No deletions onto that front line. Sakara, though, just charging on through. And PoE now looking for a return onto the choke points. Defensives need to come down. They need to come down now. It's not looking good for Sex and Flex as another group, I believe, the main force of CIR on the eastern side just deleted the whole entire back line. Sex and Flex are not looking good at the moment as the push continues. CC after CC, damage drop after damage drop. Nothing in return, really. Galaclap comes out onto the front lines. Sex and Flex just getting worked down, and it's going to be all she wrote here, and I believe that hideout will be going down as well. Like we said before, it is construction phase. So very, very weak. It only takes a matter of minutes to go down. And it's all she wrote here for Sex and Flex. That was quick and easy work here for PoE, and Syndic's already hammering away.
Speaking of quick and easy work, it looks like the poor guys in Reject Party are getting completely overrun by Surf here. They are down to just, I believe it's 17 members in their group in Reject Party, which is odd because I just got information that Reject Party absorbed a large number of the Uprising King as well as members of Nope. So you'd think they'd have a full group today.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I believe this is their main time slot as well, I want to say, but that whole entire group, that was nothing coming out there from Criers as the Inamatic. Unfortunately for that 2 frontline members there. Surf, though, not fully pushing. It's not a full group of Surf here either, so it looks pretty even unless that group that just came in on the southeast side is more Surf, then it's going to be GG. Reject Party seems split here. They got a group looking at the southeast side, but a group engaging on the northwest. Very messy.
Yeah, it is Surf. And here they come. They're going to come in. They've got battle mounts and everything. This is a complete wipe. There's nothing left for Reject Party after that engagement. It's Title on one side and Cape Dancers on the other. Good luck. Mon JP going to try to escape, but gets caught by the extra mask. And Mr. X Wolf.
Sending in the guys just demolished that hideout already.
Oof.
Quick work of that as well. Yikes. I wonder if content is on its pull. They're in Timberslope Bridge. Currently invading a territory of Zorn, probably to launch on it for tomorrow, it seems like. Does seem like, yep, that's their plan here. Anthony Ray, obviously they had their hideouts under construction in Deepwood Pines. Still 5 minutes remaining on that front. Still guarding the hideouts here. Both hideouts doing fine. Gank order on the eastern side and the oh, hold on. I'm going to bring up Google's speech for this one. And see how to pronounce it.
Ogilvy?
See if Bogo's struggling.
I mean, Ogilvy, is it?
Ogilvy?
Isn't that the thing? I have heard that word before, but I don't know what it means.
It is Ogilvy. Oh, what it means though.
Huh?
Yes, Ogilvy.
No.
What?
Hey, that's not a word.
Yeah, it is.
A New York City-based British advertising, marketing, and public relations agency.
Yeah, that's not a word. That's a name.
Yeah.
Escalation versus Full Po right now.
Ooh.
Head over to
Del.
Del Negro, yeah.
Alrighty.
Nope.
Ogilvy. Well, looks like Del's taking bridge here. Never mind, they're all mounting up. Unless they're foe chasing. It's just back and forth over that bridge, Del. That could have just cost him because POE already have people out in front. Unless he's repositioning to the northwest side through that little gap in the bridge here. That would be the play. Nope, he's going for the door. Nope, he's going for the bridge.
He's going for the bridge. He's going for the bridge. Unless he's going for that other door. Oh, YouTube agent can.
Take that bridge. This is a good position here. So if you want to quickly open up the mini-map before they engage.
It's an interesting position here with this cage on the end.
Yeah.
That's going to make it a lot harder for these guys to defend. And I think that Dell is looking at the same thing, going, you know what? This might not be the best for us.
I mean, positioning-wise, overall for the map, it's really
It's
good.
great
But
positioning-wise, but that you can't have that object on the end where you're trying to bring your guys in.
Uh-oh. Don't get in
No, they're
combat
gonna
here.
get-
Knife
they're
Dave's
caught.
already right in
They're
front
caught.
of you.
It's
Nah, they're gonna
happening.
get out.
Run, David, run! No!
Oh.
Broccoli, no!
I don't get that play. I mean, yes and no. Like, the cage isn't that crazy bad. I mean, it works both ways,
Well,
right? It works for you and against you, but if...
But you're going to be fighting on it for the majority. Like, they might get hit with it once, maybe twice, right? But you're going to get problems with it every time. And if, say, one of your tanks crosses the bridge and then makes a bad play and goes full YouTube Cajun tan, gets stuck in there, oh, no, game over.
Well, on the territory, as we zone in here, we have M3R versus Skill happening. Didn't know this was happening. As both sides back away and disengage as Dell zones in and now POE zoning in. Dell turning around. This could turn into a four-way battle. Unless everyone's too scared to take the fight.
I'm hearing that they're rotating for allies.
Okay. So
like both groups are in the process of rotating. Dell is scouting POE. POE is probably going to dip out now. And yeah.
So that blob shifting to the western side of the map, that's IAMNIUBI leaving the zone. To the northeast is the Skill Alliance leaving the zone. Holding territory is M3R. That blob that's on the southeast door is a mixture of POE and Dior. And now everyone's shifting back through. Looks like Dell's zoning back into cross. Hopefully he has a bubble. Does have it? Yep, there it is. It finally loaded through. I was like, wait, he does not have a bubble? Is this mad lad? What is he doing? Wales is dismounted. The bubble ends on the bridge here. Dell's going to go for a dismount. Wales, though, going to get the suck with the camland. That could have been devastating, but no one else really lined up here. Actually, one member with his energy shaper, but the turn comes in. Oh my god. The whole entire front lines of CIR just got annihilated here. Any more DPS and it's going to be GG. But it looks like POE are going to go full send mode as they send everyone across the bridge into Dior and Escalation. I mean, It was a ballsy play to try and do that, but you can't.
Yeah,
you
what
just
happened
can't,
with it?
dude. You
You
just
what happened
can't.
with that? I need
You
a
just
new
can't.
POV, one that's going to stay alive.
Syndic would be your only POV because no one else is alive for Escalation.
They're all dead. Well, it doesn't look like they're all here yet. Phaser Dude is asking to be put into timeout for his stupidity. Sorry, Phaser Dude, we're not going to do that for you.
Sakara is the blob to the southwest of Sex and Flex coming in for round number 2. May have just got word that the whole of Escalation just got wiped in one shot, and now, yep, they're turning around.
They're
Sex
turning
and
around.
Flex
They're
is
not.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
we're done. Thanks, guys. Probably wondering how it happened.
Yep. Well, you can watch back in 15 minutes and you'll see. Yikes. Wow. I mean, round of applause to Wales of CIR. I mean, reading that play greatly as a tank, all the way out in front, figuring out where their bubble ends and just setting it up nearly. I think it may have cost him his life, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, POE lost probably like 5, maybe 10, and they wiped the whole entire of Escalation. Great play there. Amazing. Nicely done. So yeah, things, I mean, happening all over the place, it seems. Actually, it's Polyp has action on him. Actually, never mind. Void have a couple members left on the territory. But nothing great here. He's just launching for tomorrow.
Wergu. Werg? I'm just gonna go with Werg.
Urgu?
No, I think that W is silent. His name is just Erg. It's got 2 W's to look cool. Those are arrows.
Okay, so here we go. Round number 2. IAMNIUBI coming in for their engagement. Nice placement here
well
with
done.
Neo Juggernaut. Stopping that engagement dead in his tracks. Countless locusts getting burned.
There's a lot of dead newbies up over the top there. They got caught over the wall and they got blown up.
Yeah, they did. It looks like that 2? No, never mind. I thought it was 2 Juggernauts, but 1 on each side. See how it plays out. More people coming in on that northeast door. I believe that probably is going to be Skill Alliance. Getting a regroup coming back into the fight here. And it's coming up on the eastern side, so M3 are heavily outnumbered. IAMNIUBI going in for their next engagement, countering over the wall here. The return comes in. I count 6 locusts going down on that engagement. The return comes in. 1 or 2 members may go down. Literally 1 bar of health. They make it out alive. Nicely done there with the defensives. That Galaclapper, though, going to get flung backwards, and he's going to go down as well. And it is Skill coming up on that eastern side, now pushing in on M3R's east. IAMNIUBI sees that. They get the confirmation that they are in position. That's going to allow them to start edging up a little bit further here. Engagement comes in. Locusts are burnt on that engagement. But IAMNIUBI just soaking it up here. Oh, and look, dude, look how low they get, but no finishing moves. Like, if M3R had, like, 1 or 2 bloodletters, dude, it would have been GG.
Yeah, it would have been a lot of executes going. Pop, pop.
Is that what you believe bloodletters sound like?
I believe
Is
it's
it a
a bit of a,
drive-by?
it's like a like the sliding sound, and then you hear.
I see it as like someone
like a
just
bubble.
like slitting like the throat, like.
See, I think it's more of a pop. It's more of a. It's very pointy. It's not very slicey.
See, we disagree with each other once again here, Shozen. The battle of the casters. Well, it's going to be a slow, painful death here for M3R, I believe. As Skill are getting into position. But we have seen M3R come out of a sticky situation once or twice. But we have seen them lose some of their more prominent members over the last month or so. It looks like MMORPG trying to bait out an engagement to the western side. Defensive Locust is down already, and the smoke bomb actually canceling the main engagement. The return is back and forth here. Defensive Locust is perfectly placed, but MMORPG going to lose 1 or 2. But I mean, Locusts were down where they needed to be. Very nicely done. Now skills turn to come in. Foe send it. What level is this territory? It's a level 3. So that mage will do some damage to an overextending front line.
Could be worse, but it's not gonna tickle.
Oh no. More of a scratch. More of a
Yeah. See, that's more like that bloodletter sound that you were going with. Yeah.
Like a
See, slicing blades are usually wide, Robin. Sometimes curved so they don't get stuck in things.
True,
Slicing
true.
blades.
Yes.
Ones that pop things are very thin and pointy on the end.
like Needle from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, there you go. It's supposed to be poked into people, not, dragged across them.
Okay.
You can cut people with them, but that's not really where the fatality of a blade generally occurs.
Yes, I see. And talking about fatality, skill could go down. Oh, boy.
These guys have no sense left. They're dying quickly.
Oh, my God. The next wave of DPS that just came in there over the edge from M3R. Nicely done. I was about to comment saying that one, I believe it was one melee DPS kind of threw off that engagement there, but I think he just baited the defensives for a little bit, allowing the third wave of DPS to do its job. And it did its job indeed, as Skill are now playing. See how scared they're playing now? Like, their tanks are trying to push up, but their DPS and Cloffies are all the way back. And that's what you need to do, and now focus onto the front lines. 1 or 2 tanks going to go down here for cheer. No engagement on the western side from MMORPG. Actually, a defensive inertia ring comes out, and that's it. Now a bait and switch comes out. I think MMORPG just going to play 2 waves here. So that first group that went in, baiting the cooldowns here. Now we're probably going to see a second wave come in if a re-engagement comes in onto their front line. Nothing's coming in though. Reinforcements, was that for MMORPG on the west? I think it was as well. I've seen a lot of people come streaming in on the western side. But, oh boy, Skill once again just getting torn apart here. But look at this. Yes, reinforcements did come in. MMORPG full force on the west. Now looking for a full engagement with a massive brimstone connecting onto that whole entire clump there of M3R. And our Juggernaut POV has 1 bar remaining.
Oh no, it's got to back out. Get a little bit of a refresh, or maybe go back up over the top of its tower and remount.
Yeah, right. It takes about a minute to do so. I don't think he has that time. Well, he may do.
He has enough time to remount.
Yeah, there's no group at the back, so they're fine.
He can do this. He's already on it. He knows what he's got to do.
Yep. Gonna play soul side for the time being.
He's gonna go soul side. Okay, and not just putting it in the box either. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't just say this goes in the box.
They'll have territory defense to play with. Remember, like we said before, it's a level 3 tower, and the mage is still up. The territory lasers are still activated here. And M3R still have quite a bit of damage left, actually. Looking at the Cloffies here, remounting here with the Juggernaut once again. Where is this territory located? Literally 1 zone from Arthur's Rest, so this fight could go on for ages. MMORPG overextending here onto the tower, and that tower's just doing God's work there, along with some random DPS coming out onto MMORPG's front line and overextending members. A couple members knocked here. MMORPG's Juggernaut as well, under 1 bar of health remaining. And it's going to be a back and forth. I see reinforcements for M3R slowly trickling in outside of territory there. Another engagement coming in. We're doing really well here. Some big plays. Idiomatic Staff and Defensive Loke is going to save that group. Just 1 bar of health remaining there for MMORPG on the west. The back and forth. M3R lost a couple on that engagement. Skill starting to prosper with their reinforcements on the east. Slowly just, making
definitely
a force
pulling
back.
off a bunch of IAMNIUBI here. MMORPG is just a few here trying to keep these guys engaged so that they can't come off the tower, but I think that they're gonna push.
Yeah,
And
I
they
think they're-
do. Great clump and dump on the western side. Those guys had no supports. There, if you're gonna be engaging like that and keeping your opponent just occupied, do it towards the south so you can escape. There's no escape to the west there. You're just gonna run into a wall and die. Especially if you don't have any supports ready to protect you. That's wow.
Yeah, it looks like IAMNIUBI full retreating here. You see the defensive inertia rings coming out as members flee through the choke point to the west. Judicator helmets getting popped as well. Looks like 1 or 2 members are going to get caught off guard here. IAMNIUBI actually looking for a return engagement over the wall, but it was read like a book here by M3R. You're not going to be able to catch them off guard so easily. And 1 or 2 members of IAMNIUBI going to get caught off on the northwest side. Reinforcements now appearing for M3R once again, back up to a level 18 disarray here. And M3R doing extremely well to hold off 2 fronts in a defensive position here on probably one of the worst territories layouts to hold defensive position in. It's so easy to get bombed on the tower.
Newbie just getting wrecked over here when they're not organized. Oh boy, they are very spread out. This is not the way from Newbie.
It definitely is not. And I mean, you see DPS there, you see the Bridal Furies of IAMNIUBI just wasting it on nothing. As it looks
Yeah,
like,
there's no organization here. They're completely spread out. There's 3 or 4 different groups acting independently. Their Colossus, or I'm sorry, their why do I call them Colossus? Juggernaut is completely out of position. I don't know what they're doing. They're going to get clumped and dumped here in the center because they have no front. They just brought people finally together, moving as a group, but not working as a group.
Yeah, definitely not. Maybe they lost their shot caller, but I think 3903 there with the Kamala Mason is their shot caller. Nice little engagement though. Finally something coming out, but is M3R going to make them pay with a return? Defensive Locust is burnt there from Newbie with no engagement from M3R. M3R deciding to hold territory, it seems, for now, as they're split east to west here using full use of the wall. I think they're just waiting for their perfect engagement here. 2 inertia rings down from IAMNIUBI there as well.
On the sidelines, I've been spectating Make Albion Great Again, the Void guys. They have a territory here in Frostpeak Vista, which is, you know, 1 zone from the portal. And they are under attack, but the whole strategy they have is having glaive builds, pulling them into the tower. And that's all they do. I think they defended it.
I just see dead bodies spewed across that platform.
Yeah, they have like 5 guys, like 1 pulls, and then another next 1 pulls, and then another pull. And then I think they gave up trying to get the territory now.
It looks like it. It looks like
Well
it.
done.
Nope. Only, well, just under a month left for that to carry on happening. Rest in peace, the glaive.
I'm a squish.
And rest
Welcome
in
back.
peace, the CC.
This been a disaster.
Well, IAMNIUBI's still holding it off here in Battle Brave Peaks. This is going to be back and forth for quite some time. As, well, we just lost Shozen as well, once again. Man down, man down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
And just like M3R, you know, our POV doing a little bit of combat loading here as he waits for his cooldown to remount and reset the health of the Juggernaut here. And wow, that's that O-Pipe 1 guy. Your guild, he's gonna see that you haven't returned. Your return location is literally 1 map northwest. You're just sitting there dead on the tower. That's not the way. Not the way.
maybe he had to go.
Yep, well, I hope so.
Looks like M3R is moving out though. There, the territory defense is done, right? Time to leave.
It depends what Newbie's doing. Maybe they're just trying to get a wraparound here and gain vision advantage. Gonna catch this 1 healer off guard that didn't get the memo. A couple members getting caught off guard from IAMNIUBI. Are they gonna get a regroup here? I don't think so. hop into free roam real quick. See what's cracking.
I mean, was that it for the action today? Do you see anything else?
I don't think so. Yeah, IAMNIUBI's that blob northwest mounted up and running here, Bogle.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, the action is coming to an end here. A lot of a shakeup in the world of Albion with the Outlands politics coming to a crashing end for some people, and some people forming up new ones as we see new alliances form, old alliances crumble, and a lot of people shifting around trying to find a new home to move into. We're seeing some more smaller scale, mid scale content come of it.
Lots
Quite
of new
interesting.
names to learn for the new year, I feel like.
Oh yes, and as always, if you have information you want shared here on Albion TV about your guilds, moving around, leaving guilds, all of that jazz, maybe even a little bit of propaganda sprinkled in there for for our viewers at home, just drop us a message on Discord. Our names are on the screen there. Drop us a message, and yeah, I'll love to hear from you guys, especially some of the newer guilds that are forming up here. For the 1800 time slot, the smaller ones going up against a lot bigger forces and doing well. It'll be interesting to hear from you. But that's going to be it from us on the War Report today. No daily show, unfortunately, coming up next as Shozen's ill. Plus,
I don't know.
is
I think the guy can just go right back to bed. He's like, there's electricity thing. I have a headache too. Whatever. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do a daily show tomorrow. We will probably have, however, the 5 versus 5 coverage at 20 UTC.
Yes.
Together with Tazik. So we're not done yet. We'll just go on a small 1 hour break, I guess.
Yeah, about a 1 hour break. And in the meantime, during that time period, if you're looking to see some more coverage here from AOTV, all our past coverage can be found on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AlbionTV, where you can find all the 5v5 20 versus 20 Crystal League coverage, along with all the war reports and Invasion Day battles. We got the daily shows and interviews. But if you're looking to listen to the interviews, maybe in a different format, say MP3 on the way to work, on the way home from work, on the way to school, who knows? They can. Bogle, where can they find that to?
I believe that's on SoundCloud, right? SoundCloud.com/AlbionTV. We have about 100 or so interviews with various personalities of the Albion Online community. The last one that we have, I think, is a 2-parter with Let Me Take a Selfie of Sun, talking about leaving POE and some of the juicy bits of drama that come out of that, breakup.
Yes, indeed. It was a juicy interview indeed. But yeah, that's it from the War Report. We'll be back in about an hour and 10 minutes for the 5v5 coverage with Mr. Sean Tazik himself. But until then, have a glorious evening, everybody. Enjoy the fame boost while it lasts as well, because it's only 1 day and 15 hours remaining of that. It's all back to normal. But until then, have a glorious evening. Adios.